This week on the Jock and Nerd Podcast, we review The Devil Wears Prada.
What?
No, you heard that right. Plus, we take a look at Fandango's most anticipated summer 2026 movies list, give you an update on our box office draft. Avatar 4 and 5 are happening with some stipulations from Disney and more, all in this edition of the Jock and Nerd Weekly for Monday, April 13th, 2026.
Hi, this is Gilbert Gottfried, and you're listening to the Jock and Nerd Podcast. Why? I don't know.
Check one. All right, this is for all you fans out there. Let's give it up. We jock it, we nerd it, we funny, disturb it. We jock it, we nerd it, we spoiler alert. Oh yeah!
What is up, listener? How's it going? Thank you for pressing play, and welcome to the Jock and Nerd Podcast, where we give you comic book and superhero TV and movie news, reviews, and whatever we choose. Jock and Nerd. My name is Imran.
My name's Anthony.
He's the Jock.
He's a nerd.
And joining us is, he's a bit of a fashion icon in his own right. No one puts together a felt outfit quite like our co-host puppet. It's Rug Boy, of course.
Yeah, these sandals, they're Louis Vuittons.
Are they? That is couture.
Yeah,
Whatever
or Louis
that
Vuitton,
means.
or whatever. Or Louis Vuittana.
Rug Boy's got jogging pants and sandals and a Jock and Nerd t-shirt, and you could be walking down the runway at the Met Gala. Let me tell you.
Sure.
Felt is going to be in this summer for 2026. That's what they said on RuPaul's show.
Imran,
Okay.
when's the last time you bought new clothes?
Shit.
What year is it? That's a good question. Might have been the 90s or at least the early 2000s. You know, that's a good point. But, you know, once in a hot second when Kohl's or Ross has a sale
Kohl's or
Target, I will
Nice.
buy some new jeans. How about you? How often is your clothes purchasing on average?
I don't buy as much as I used to, but I still every now and then will add some things into the wardrobe. Just continue to just add new things.
Yeah, but then you end up with all this fucking clothes and you're like, what the fuck do I do with this shit?
This is true.
What happened
You
to
donate it.
Yeah, that's true. You do donate. You were doing the trunk club for a little bit there. You still
That was a long time.
That was a long time ago. I remember.
10, 12 years
Yeah.
ago. Yeah, that was expensive. I didn't do the trunk club for very long. I figured out what I needed, and there comes a certain point where you don't care as much.
Yeah. I mean,
I just wear what I like.
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
You only need a couple of the things, right?
I have more than you. Like
Yeah.
I wouldn't put us at the same level.
I will wear the shit until there's holes and they fall apart. I
Well,
don't
not
give a
only you
shit.
wear shit, but you've seen the stuff, the outfits you put together, not good.
Listen, my fashion sense may have gotten better after watching this week's movie. I don't know.
I hope so.
I'll let you know. We'll get to that. Let me just, I want to remind every now and then to the listener that there are chapter markers and timestamps in all of our shows. So if you see something, you want to jump to it, you don't want to hear something, you can click around.
Too many fart jokes, dick jokes.
Yeah,
jump
you
around,
just jump, you go skip to the next thing. All the chapters are listed, so you can jump to the review. You could go wherever you want. Sometimes people don't know this, but occasionally, once every 5 years, I will remind the listener in
I was gonna
case
say, you never remind the listener of that.
in case there's any new listeners, which I doubt. But there's your reminder. All right, fellas, let's get into the fucking shit.
The Jock and Nerd Podcast.
I wanted to start with this list. Fandango put out their list of most anticipated summer 2026 movies. These are all Fandango customers and fans, so kind of your mainstream audience, I would guess, you know, your mass audience. So I want to read you this list. There's some surprising films in surprising spots. I'm going to go 10-1.
Well, summer movies.
Just summer. Yes. We are just talking about the summer. There's some films missing, and I think there's some surprising selections, and we'll talk about what you guys are most anticipated. So, according to the fans, the customers of Fandango, at number 10 is the Insidious sequel, whatever the next Insidious movie, horror movie. Number 9, Supergirl. Number 8, Mortal Kombat 2. Number 7, Minions and Monsters. Number 6, live action Moana. Number 5, Scary Movie 6. I forgot what number there. Number 4, we got Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey. Number 3, The Devil Wears Prada 2. Number 2, Spider-Man Brand New Day. And the number 1 most anticipated summer movie for Fandango, Toy Story 5. I think this is a very interesting list. There are some movies that are on our box office draft there. Ruggs, what are your thoughts on this? Any surprises to you?
Scary movie? I don't know. That's crazy.
Right? At number 5?
That's insane. But
people, I guess, are looking for a good comedy.
I didn't expect The Devil Wears Prada to be so far up either.
It's very high on this list. And Supergirl is very low. And number 1, Toy Story 5, which was your first pick in the box office draft. I think that bodes well for you. Anthony, any surprises? Anything?
What did I pick? I don't even remember.
Oh, we'll go over that. I'll put the list in here. We're going to have a little box office draft update and take a look at it.
I would have thought Spider-Man, but Toy Story 2, Toy Story 5, not too surprising there.
Right.
Devil Wears Prada at 3. I mean, yeah, it made a lot of money back in its day, and
it did.
Cult hit. Big market for that. Odyssey 4 seems maybe a little low, but that's right. Then this order, these movies are all somewhat surprising.
Mortal Kombat's even on here.
Mortal Kombat 2 at 8 over Supergirl is kind of that's crazy.
No Disclosure Day. No love for Spielberg.
So yeah, certain things missing.
What else is missing? I'm trying to figure out what's missing.
Star Wars.
Is that a summer movie? When does that come out?
Yeah, it comes out in May.
Is that considered? Oh yeah, I guess that is summer.
Only the biggest film franchise in history. Nobody gives a shit. You got Masters of the Universe also not really on people's radar.
No way.
I think the biggest omission and the most surprising thing is Mandalorian and Grogu. I think the Star Wars franchise is fucked and they got to do a lot of work. I think they've ruined their brand and turned it into a TV brand and are going to have a tough time coming back. In fact, the opening tracking for Mandalorian Grogu, first tracking at the low end, they're saying 70 million opening weekend, high end 85 million. If it comes in that 3 to 8, that is the lowest ever opening for a Star Wars.
Oh, it's going to open at 60.
It's lower than Solo, and it's even a lower opening than Project Hail Mary, which is an original movie. But Solo was the lowest, I believe, out of all the Star Wars movies. This thing may bump Solo up. So that's kind of crazy. What happened to Star Wars? What happened?
The TV, man.
We know what happened.
Yeah.
We know exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, the TV ruined it. The TV.
Well, Kathleen Kennedy and the TV.
It just made it not special.
Watered down the brand,
Yeah, didn't make it special anymore. You had to wait years before getting a Star Wars thing. And I mean, MCU kind of did it over on also. And they're also having to do a similar rebuild back into fans' hearts. But what will you guys pick as number 1 if out of all the summer movies? Ruggs. What are you looking forward to the most?
Of all the summer movies?
Yeah.
Probably The Odyssey.
The Odyssey is your number 1. Interesting. Anthony?
It's a tie between The Odyssey and Spider-Man Brand New Day with Devil Wears Prada 2 coming up the rear.
Oh, that makes me really interested for the review.
Exactly. Yeah. It's a little tease for the review.
Yeah. Of course, I would. The Spider-Man, I was surprised it wasn't number 1. And then Odyssey, but now I'm kind of into the Devil Wears Prada storyline. So
this Disclosure Day I would throw on there. I don't know I like that it's Spielberg sci-fi.
Yeah.
If the trailer was attached to anyone else, I'd say that's a pretty generic sci-fi trailer. Like there's nothing in the trailer that gets me that excited. It's more the fact that Spielberg's doing it.
Yeah, no, sure. I can see that. Yeah, and perhaps doesn't really have a big buzz yet, or according, at least not top 10 for Fandango people. But it's fucking Spielberg.
Yeah.
And then Moana and his dirty wig coming up right in the middle there. So I thought that was interesting that the way these things shook up. The Mortal Kombat thing still, I can't believe it. Supergirl is so low. It's crazy. Listener, let us know what you think. You can join this conversation. Join our Facebook group. It's called Jock and Nerd Nation. Jock and Nerd. Let us know what's your number one most anticipated movie for the summer of 2026. The group is exclusive, private group just for our listeners. You can also follow us on YouTube and Instagram and X. Check out our website, jockandnerd.com, for all those links. All right, so box office draft. A little while we got to check in because I think everyone forgot what the movies were. So here we go. Here's the list real quick. The movies on my list: Spider-Man: Brand New Day, Super Mario Galaxy, Project Hail Mary, Dune 3, The Devil Wears Prada 2, Masters of the Universe was the clunker given to me by Anthony. Anthony, you picked Avengers: Doomsday, Moana live action, Michael, The Mandalorian and the Grogu movie, The Cat in the Hat. I forgot about that pick. And then you were given Street Fighter by Rug Boy? Forget.
I think so. Maybe.
Rugs, you picked first Toy Story 5, Minions and Monsters, The Odyssey, Disclosure Day, Supergirl, and then I gave you Fucker-in-Law to bomb.
You son of a bitch.
So there's your list. And quick update, this week's box office, Super Mario Galaxy opens at number 1 again in its second week, making another $69 million, only a 48% drop. Fellas, this movie globally has now made $629 million.
Oh, shit.
2 weeks.
Wow.
2 weeks. This is the third biggest video game global behind Minecraft and first Super Mario Brothers, and it is currently the year's highest grossing film. Number 2, Project Hail Mary, opening at number 2 in its fourth week, only dropping 23%, makes another $24 million. This one's sitting at $510 million.
This motherfucker has over $1 billion in movies already.
Exactly.
Oh,
that
shit.
means
Shit.
I've cracked $1 billion in my list so far. But look, like we just talked about, Toy Story 5, I think that's going to work out for Rugs. I think your Star Wars pick may have been an error. I don't know.
I'm really betting big on Michael.
Michael, I think, will
Avengers and
open
Moana.
really big.
Yeah.
And Avengers should open big.
I think Imran, if I'm looking at it objectively right now, I think Imran is obviously in the lead and might have the best roster.
So after he did this, I looked at this list and I was like, man, Anthony's list is pretty strong.
No, but now yours.
And then I talked to some people and I showed them the list and people were like, actually, your list sounds really good. And now with how it's playing out, I feel pretty good. I mean,
Spider-Man Brand New Day is going to make a lot of money.
Yeah.
Dune 3 should do pretty well. Devil Wears Prada, I think, will be huge. And then, you got Masters of the Universe. I don't know what Masters of the Universe.
I don't know what that's.
You already have $1 billion in movies when both of those movies aren't even close to being done.
Yes, those aren't done. And with Spider-Man and Dune, that's another $1 billion or more.
At least, yeah.
So that Avengers thing wasn't even on the list on the top 10.
No, well, that's not a summer movie.
Oh,
it is in December.
winter movie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I forgot about that.
Yeah. So we're just talking summer. Ruggs, how do you feel about the list now? How do you feel about your list?
I feel fine because I think Toy Story is going to make as much money as
Yes.
Super Mario Galaxy.
Yeah. Yes.
Minions is going to make almost as much as I would say Super Mario Galaxy, or more than Project Hail Mary. I think definitely.
Yeah.
The Odyssey should do okay. I don't know how that's kind of a wild card. Disclosure Day, that's kind of a wild card, and Supergirl, is going to be all right. So I think the only deadlock that you haven't tried yet is Spider-Man,
Right.
and that if that thing does really, really well, then you might win. But like Toy Story is a lock, Minions and Monsters is a lock, Odyssey is a little questionable.
Look, if
So that's the thing. Odyssey's not a lock, even though it's on this list at number 4.
yeah,
It's not a lock.
I mean, you have a bunch of the movies on that most anticipated list. But if Oppenheimer made like $900 million, you got to think this has got to make more. It's a little more.
I don't know, because if people don't receive it well,
Yeah.
if it has any kind of drama and people are like, "Oh, this thing is not realistic at all. This is like bullshit," it might get backlash. Or if it's not good. Like,
I don't think
Nolan seems to have big hits and then movies that aren't as popular. I mean, everyone, you can't forget about Tenet.
Right.
Yeah, so anything can happen. So
I feel like he delivers more than he doesn't. So
you never know.
Yeah.
He could have peaked. You never know.
Oh shit. That would be terrible.
But yeah, so I don't know. I think that if Spider-Man does really, really well, and if Dune 3 does really, really well, I think that you're gonna take it.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised. I was like, wow, my list is looking strong after all, with these crazy picks. Speaking of box office, let's talk about Avatar for a second here, because the third one came out, and remember we all talked about how he's got 5 planned, but he's said how it's really going to matter how 3 does, whether they continue. And in any normal situation, a movie that grosses $1.4 billion would be a green light, let's go. Except for the fact that these movies have been trending downward. The first Avatar made $2.9 billion. Second one makes $2.3 billion. This one didn't even crack 1.5, 1.4, right? Average cost of these movies is like $350 million. But according to The Wrap and some other sources, they're saying they are going to move forward with 3 and 4. 22% of the 4th movie has already been shot, but Disney has quietly come to the camera and go, hey, this is great. You're making $1 billion. They're not performing as well as they should. Can you make them a little cheaper and a little shorter, please, to balance out the fact that the numbers are trending downward? What do we think about this? I feel like those are good notes.
Shorter is not going to hurt this movie. No one's going to be like, oh, I wish it was another hour longer than it needs to be.
Right?
I feel like
3
they
hours
can easily shave off half hour of these movies.
Yeah.
And that'll save them a bunch of dough because, less shooting time.
Yeah.
Yep.
So maybe that'll cut costs right there. So.
Yeah, I mean, that when costs are going to continue to go up, and the movie is continuing to go down in terms of money.
Well,
so that logically that would make sense. Hey, you got to cut this down a little bit. I think Cameron's got to just make a different movie. He's made the same movie 3 times.
Okay, so that's the other thing. Couple things. I would think the cost actually should come down as he's building these systems for how he shoots the movie. Now you built it. You don't got to make anything new.
Yeah, but you're not accounting for inflation.
Yeah, I guess. But then the other point you made is you can't make the same fucking movie again. I'd be completely fine with a shorter and cheaper Avatar.
Like 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, this last one was what, 3 hours?
3:15 or some fucking ridiculous thing.
Yeah.
2:20 tops, bro. You can tell a story. We don't need to hang around with the fucking fish for 15 minutes. We get it. It's fine. But they're also they were going to do an Avatar Land at Disney California Adventure, and they might be doing a Zootopia one because it made more money than Avatar Fire and Ash. So I don't know if the whole franchise is now going to be shrunken. But if we can make them shorter and cheaper and move on to something else, and here's the other thing. We all, he said he wants to bring it to Earth, but then does it make it special? The whole point of this movie is you're on this fucking crazy planet that no one's ever seen and it looks real. You come to Earth, it should be cheaper because you're not going to build it. You just fucking shoot it outside.
I don't even know how they do this. How do they do it?
How they make it cheaper and shorter?
No, how do they bring it to Earth?
Yeah.
And how do they wrap up this whole bullshit? Maybe Earth would be cool because it'd be at least a different scenery. And,
yeah.
You have to figure out some way to get the Na'vi to go to Earth.
Another planet. Stephen Lang's still going to be the bad guy. They're never getting rid of Quaritch. I'll tell you that much.
Here's my my idea.
Let's hear it.
All right. So Spider, he's got that fucking shit growing inside him.
Oh yeah.
And the humans want it.
Oh
the
yeah.
humans want it so they could come. But what they don't know, and they don't really know this yet, is that Kiri, who's got the power of Awa, that fucking made it in the first place, she realizes that she could just kind of accelerate a mutation and make all the humans Na'vi. And as soon as the humans kind of start to become Na'vi, they're ostracized from the humanity.
Ooh,
right? So like they're not part of the group anymore. And so they all kind of, all the people that volunteered to become Na'vi are now permanently Na'vi and are able to live on the planet, but they're kind of no longer human. And so that kind of like blows up in the human's face.
So maybe they're like, the Na'vi don't accept them and the humans don't accept them.
Yeah.
Because they're like a third thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like it's the only, I mean, how do you figure it's going to end? It's like they got to either kill off every human and make them leave, and so they don't come back. Right?
Yeah, the Na'vi got to win in the end.
Either that or the humans get all this stuff into their system, and then she uses the power of Awa to just kill them all. You know, because they're infused with the planet Pandora shit, and so she has control over it, and she could just literally like implode them. That would be a fucking Akira shit. That'd be great.
It is insane that a movie that made $1.4 billion is essentially a disappointment for them. It's fucking crazy the way he's got this set up.
I don't know if it's a disappointment, but they're not making as much as they used.
No. But
I just don't see where the story goes. It's all about, if you're just looking at the characters, you got to fucking seal up this Quaritch bullshit.
Well, that's why he made the same movie twice. That's why 2 and 3 are the same, because like he's spinning his wheels. Where does the story go? Just maybe like move it along a little bit quicker. Is
Quaritch going to turn into like a guy who was a tree hugging avatar?
Right?
You know?
Does he fight against the humans now? Is he on their side?
It's
the
stupid.
Fire Lady's still around. Is there another tribe? So I feel like we are going to get 2 more movies. How and when to be decided.
Just let's get this over with.
Yeah, just fucking wrap it up already. You could have ended it. And actually, if he ended it with that 3rd movie, I'd be all right with that also. There were no more. I'd be like, it's fine. It's fine. Moving on, I wanted to mention, I sent this to you guys earlier. I don't know if you read it. It's a scathing editorial on IndieWire about the Alamo experience and how much it sucks now. Anthony, did you get a chance to peruse this at all?
Actually, I didn't see it. No, give me the Cliff Notes.
So basically this guy goes to New York. It's well written. It's very entertaining. And he takes his kid to see Super Mario Galaxy, and he completely admits that like this maybe wasn't the best movie to go for this thing, but he tells him how he fell in love with the Alamo, the beauty of the no phones, how they handled their menu system, and the fact that COVID hit them hard in 2021. They filed for bankruptcy. They had new owners, and now the menus are gone. And the one time I had this experience of the lovely menus and the light you press and you write it down on paper and they just bring you food, which is very dangerous because you could order shit tons of food. Now you got to go on this app, and he details his experience going with his kid with the app, and it was just a fucking mess. Let me read you this one part in his experience. He goes, meanwhile, Tiny Bowser hadn't even shown up before the man sitting next to my son began shouting, "Where are my fries?" whenever a server walked past. I'm not sure whether it's because he didn't correctly input his online order, or if the QR system is screwing things up in the kitchen, or if it resulted from some fun combination of the two. But the person who brought out my son's popcorn was so rattled by the customer's anger that he gave him our popcorn, which the guy immediately began eating to fuel his rage. So that's just one of the lovely anecdotes in this fucking editorial.
That's pretty bad.
Saying that, yes, you know, the fact that they are essentially making you be that person and light your phone up, and even though it's dark and it's confusing. If they
don't do something about this, Alamo Drafthouse will be closed within 6 months.
I think this could be the beginning of the end. Anthony, how do you feel about this?
I've seen 2 movies since they've done this, and my crowd I follow the Alamo on Reddit. I'll take a step back. I follow the Alamo on Reddit.
Okay.
There's a lot of people that complain about the Alamo on Reddit because Reddit's just a place where people complain. People hardly ever complain about the Chicago location.
Okay.
So the Chicago location is pretty well behaved, in my opinion. And the 2 times I've been there, people really haven't pulled out their phones during the movie. Like they just ordered prior.
Okay.
But I mean, I think because of that, they're not making as much during the movie. And yeah, I mean, it is dumb that you have to order through your phone. And they even acknowledge that on their pre-show messaging. They'll say, hey, if there's any issues, people talking, people, on their phones, not ordering food, you have to pull out your phone and report them.
Yeah, that's the guy was like, do I got to do that now with these people?
And they said, but the message says, yes, we acknowledge that to pull out your phone to complain about someone on your phone is kind of silly, but just don't be an asshole. That's what the message.
I mean, this is quite a far cry from their messaging before, which is don't talk, don't use your phone, don't be a dick.
Well, they just don't want, I think they're just trying to cut down on the amount of people they have working there.
Oh, because
people had to, come in, pick up the order. Whereas now, if you order off your phone, you don't need that person. You just need someone to run it over.
So this is all from like their owners, like corporate, right? They because of the bankruptcy but even though they've opened.
I think they also think that people will order more because it's more convenient. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how it's going to work out. I mean, no one likes it. No one that's an Alamo fan likes it. I haven't seen anything in my theater yet, but the minute I start getting distracted, I've said this a couple times on the show, I'm just going to cancel my membership because that's a big reason why I go there.
Another paragraph in this one starts, surprise, surprise, people were on their phones the entire fucking movie to the extent that writing any one of them would have been a waste of time. He even said that he tried to like verbally ask a waiter, like, can I get this? And the guy's like, I'm sorry, you have to put in an order in the app. I can't take an order in person. And he's like, fuck. So yeah, this doesn't sound like a fun experience anymore. We'll see.
See how it plays out. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if they shift it back, but we'll see.
Huh. Yeah. It's very interesting. But this, I saw this on X. People were fucking retweeting. It's the New York one, which of course, New York's a fucking crazy city to begin with. So
yeah, I've heard the New York one. Which one is he talking about?
Let's see.
I think it's the one in Manhattan that he's talking about.
It's got to be the one in Wall Street.
Yeah. I've heard that one even before they started doing this was kind of going sideways. So,
I don't know. I can't find exactly which one, but there's one in Brooklyn too, right?
I think he's talking about one. There's one in Brooklyn and there's one in, I think, Long Island.
Yeah, Alamo. I don't know. Get your shit together.
Not Long Island, Staten Island. Excuse me.
Staten Island.
Staten Island. Yeah, no. I'm saying there is one in Staten Island. I don't know.
I've been to that one.
I'm trying to find. Oh, here.
He's been to that one.
Here, that's for the Alamo.
Well, then get your shit together. Get it all together and put it in a backpack. All your shit, so it's together.
That's what I would tell the Alamo right now. Okay,
I will say the only thing is though, one of the benefits I do see is they would come out and drop your check off. They would do 2 things. They would come by about 45 minutes before the end of the movie and call and have a paper that said last call, and they walk around.
Okay.
And then at the end of the movie, right, like maybe 5-10 minutes before, they drop your check offs. So to those 2 things, one, somewhat distracting, but more importantly for me, it'd be like, oh, the movie's ending. Whereas now they don't do that because it's all on your phone. So now I can get a little bit more absorbed in the movie and not be like, oh shit, it's ending.
So now you got to pay on your phone then.
Yeah, just automatically. It's on your phone and they send you a receipt, and or if you don't close it out, they'll just add a 20% tip and close it out.
Yeah, that is a bit of a distraction towards the end if you got to close your tab out. And then you're like, what if it's, and like at what point do they do it? Who knows what's going on in the movie? That'd be a little bit annoying.
Right.
Interesting. I may have to check out another movie now with this app system and see for myself how it is. Last thing I wanted to mention, fellas, CinemaCon is this week. In fact, it's happening right now. The Sony panel is actually happening right now. So next week, we should have a bunch of things to discuss. It's possible Sony is promoting Spider-Man, so we may get another trailer. Some fans speculating we get confirmation Sadie Sink is Jean Grey, because everybody knows. Just tell us. Just tell us at this point. It's not a secret. But the Disney presentation is going to be interesting because we could get one of two things: an Avengers Doomsday trailer, or this is what people have been saying, a possible date change for Avengers. Because here's what happened: Avengers Doomsday and Dune 3 coming out December 18th. Dune has the IMAX screens for their opening. Avengers will not. I don't think Dune's moving. Jumanji 3 was opening the week before, December 11th, has now moved to Christmas the week after. All right, December 25th, which leaves Avengers, if they were to move a week earlier, December 11th, you get a week to yourself and you get a week of IMAX screens. And then you would have a back-to-back. I think it's better for theaters. You'd have a back-to-back Doomsday, Dune, Jumanji 3, probably killing it every weekend for 3 weekends in a row. But are you guys excited for CinemaCon? Anything you hope to see?
I didn't even know CinemaCon was happening.
Yeah.
It's happening. Nobody's paying attention.
No,
It's happening.
I don't care at all.
It's happening right now. You don't care at all? In
No.
fact, let me just check and see if anything has come up. Because, we'll get...
Don't we know everything that's happening?
Well, I mean, we might get new footage or description of footage or new trailers. It's the big convention for theater owners where everybody's going to show their wares. Let me just...
If we get a new trailer and that's cool, I'll be cool. I'll be excited to watch it, but yeah, I didn't know it was happening.
I think there's gonna be a lot of things revealed, as it's a big year. It's a big year for the movies. Sony's happening right now. I don't see anything else. The Sony Spider-Man presentation has been. I just want to see if they posted anything or there was anything. No, everything. I just got screenshots of Sony pictures. The presentation is happening right now. But next week, don't fret. If you also, listener, didn't know it was happening, don't worry. I got you. I'll fill you in next week because we need something to talk about. And that will be it. Okay, let's take a break here, fellas. Play some promos. We'll come back, talk about fashion, talk about Meryl Streep as we review The Devil Wears Prada right after this.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
What's up, Jock and Nerd Nation? This is Logan at Mostly Superheroes, a podcast that was partly inspired by the Jock and Nerd Podcast. We talk about a lot of the same stuff, MCU, DC heavy, with other content that comes out of HBO Max, Amazon Prime, Netflix, and more. We're committing to doing something new every day in 2021, so come join the fun, check out the schedule. Find us at mostlysuperheroes.com and enjoy the rest of the show.
Hey there, everyone. Brian here, host of TV Trivia Pod. It's a trivia-style podcast focusing on TV and movies. Listen in for questions like, what's the name of Michael Scott's screenplay? What do you say to view the Marauders map? And what's everyone eating in the post-credit scene of Avengers? Play along to TV Trivia Pod anywhere you get podcasts. And stay tuned for more trivia.
Jock and Nerd.
Listener, if you like this show and you are not a member of our Patreon fan club, we need to fix that right now. Visit jockandnerd.com/Patreon.
Jock and Nerd.
And you can support the show on a monthly or annual basis, where for as little as $3 a month gets you access to an exclusive podcast feed where the show comes out a little bit early. There's bonus content, instant reactions, bonus movie reviews. You can join us for our monthly Discord hangouts. It's our little virtual meetups. The next one is Thursday, April 30th, 8 p.m. All this fun stuff you can find on our Patreon page. And then shout out to Ralph Bravo, signed up this week at the $10 level.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
That gets him entry to our Discord hangout. He can pick a movie for us to review. So choose wisely, Ralph Bravo.
Bravo.
Bravo to Ralph Bravo. We appreciate everyone's continued support. There's a link in the episode description so you can check it out yourself. jockandnerd.com/Patreon. Okay, let's get to this week's review, fellas. We will be reviewing The Devil Wears Prada.
The fuck?
The fuck? Did I read that right? From 2006? Anthony, what the fuck? How do we end up here? What happened?
Well, as you'd like to say.
Well,
We were debating after the show what to review. Ruggs had left, and I said, you know, it'd be funny if us three guys, in anticipation for the Devil Wears Prada 2, reviewed the Devil Wears Prada. And it didn't take much convincing.
no, I said that's hilarious.
And then we just told Ruggs you had to do it. So he didn't have any input into it.
No, you didn't. Ruggs, were you surprised when we told you this is what we were reviewing?
I thought it would be an easy watch. So, you know.
All right.
Have you seen the Devil Wears Prada before this show?
Nope.
I don't know. I might have seen it. I don't remember.
I'll tell you, I had not seen it. I have seen the memes and the photos and the clips, some clips, but the memes, I'm aware of, you know, it's one of those movies you are just aware of the fandom and the iconic shit in there, but I never saw it.
I feel like the girl I was dating in 2006 probably would have wanted me to watch it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So I could have seen it, but not paid attention.
It was a hot minute ago. It was 20 years ago. This one, Devil Wears Prada, directed by David Frankel, produced by Wendy Feinerman, screenplay written by Aline Brosh McKenna, and it is based off a 2003 novel by Lauren Weisberger. The novel is about working for Anna Wintour, who was Vogue's editor-in-chief for a long time, 37 years, from 1988 to 2025. And it was one of those situations where they optioned this movie like while she was writing the book. At the same time, they're writing the screenplay. That's how hot this one was. You guys are familiar with Anna Wintour at all? Or
No.
heard of her? No. I believe also in Incredibles, the lady that makes the costumes, I think she's also based on Anna Wintour. But she was still is very powerful person in the fashion world. On Rotten Tomatoes, this movie has a 75% tomato meter, 76% popcorn meter. Metacritic has it at 62. Letterboxd has it at 3.8, which is pretty high Letterboxd score. Here's where the numbers get fun. The budget was around $35 to $41 million. This thing finishes a worldwide total $326 million.
Oh, shit.
I'm surprised it took them 20 years to make a sequel. It's coming out this year. Other notable things, Meryl Streep, who's in this, won the Golden Globe for Best Actress and was nominated for an Academy Award, BAFTA, SAG, and Critics' Choice. So
this movie, which is kind of crazy.
For this movie. Yeah, for a comedy, and we can discuss why. The film, of course, like I said, stars Meryl Streep, as well as Anne Hathaway, Stanley Tucci, Emily Blunt. And there's another dude in here that I watch on a show now called High Potential. That's with Caitlin Olsen. You seen that show? It's like a network procedural. Anybody heard of it? Ruggsy, you must have heard of it. No? High Potential, Caitlin Olsen. It's very good. Daniel Sunjata, who plays James Holt, the designer. It's crazy to see him 20 years ago. Also crazy to see Adrian Grenier from Entourage. Old Entourage boy is also in this
Picking up a check.
Also in this movie. It is PG-13, 1 hour, 49 minutes. Anthony, what happens in Devil Wears Prada? And you had not seen this at all.
I have never seen this movie until the other day.
All right.
Devil Wears Prada is about a Northwestern journalism grad played by Anne Hathaway that moves to New York with her friends. And to get into the journalism industry, she figures the best way to do that is to be the assistant to Miranda Priestley, who runs the Runway magazine in New York. And she is a very demanding boss. And Anne Hathaway's character, Andy, has no idea what she's getting into, has no interest in fashion, is just looking at this as a gateway to her real career, which would be to be a journalist for a big magazine.
Yeah, sounds like she made the same mistake my sister made. Went to Northwestern for journalism and then just ended up being a bus driver. This is how that one played out. But it's a whole different story. Okay, first time watch. You're aware of this movie and the fandom. What did you think when it was over?
I knew the movie existed for a long time.
Yeah.
But you could have told me The Devil Wears Prada had Kate Hudson. It could have had
Yeah.
You know, it could have had Rachel McAdams. It could have had anybody. I'd been like, yeah, that makes sense. It could have been starring Glenn Close. Like, I had no idea who was in the movie. I just knew that it was a movie that existed.
Yeah.
But as I've gotten into movies a little bit more, I've heard more and more about the movie. I've heard, lots of women from that time really cherish that movie. So it was always something that I knew about. But yeah, I decided to finally watch it for this. Obviously, I knew going into it who was in the movie. I'm a big fan of Anne Hathaway. I think she's hot.
Yeah.
And I watched the movie on a Sunday. Typically, when I watch a movie at home, I'm on my phone. I have to figure out a way to not look at my phone. And new movies that are 2 hours will take me through 2 hours and 45 minutes because I'll pee and look at the phone all the time. Because I just can't focus as much.
No self-control.
I was locked in on a Sunday afternoon during this movie. I put my phone away and I was locked in, laughing the whole time. I thought it was great. I thought it was an awesome movie. I had so much fun with this movie. I didn't know where it was going.
Yeah.
The actors, the actresses that are in this movie are way more talented for what this movie is asking them to do. Meryl Streep and Anne Hathaway. Didn't even realize till after the movie was over that was what's her fucking face? The girl that plays
Emily Blunt.
I had no idea that was Emily Blunt.
That was Emily Blunt.
I had no idea the whole movie.
Emily.
I was like, this little Australian, not Australian.
Yeah. British.
Yeah, British. I was like, this lady's funny. I had no idea it was Emily Blunt.
You didn't even know.
Didn't even know. Yeah, I had a great time with the movie. I think this harkens back to those early 2000s girl comedies, like your Mean Girls, your all those What a Girl Wants, all those type of movies that came out. She's the Man, Bring It On.
Yeah.
This one has a little bit of a different tinge because it's not a romantic comedy per se.
Yeah.
It's more of a girl boss, girl finding herself and figuring out what she wants to do and who she wants to be type movie. But yeah, I had a fantastic time. I thought Stanley Tucci was great.
Yeah. Nigel.
I have some nitpicks here and there.
Uh-huh.
But man, for a movie that's targeted at women, I freaking enjoyed it. I had a great time.
That's great.
Can't say enough good things about the movie. I'll get into some details in a little bit, but I was laughing the whole time and on the edge of my seat, was she going to get that fucking Harry Potter book?
Yeah,
she's going to get that manuscript.
She going to sleep with the writer?
And it doesn't hurt that Anne Hathaway's hot and Meryl Streep. And Meryl Streep is just you watch her and she's magnetic watching this movie.
Iconic. You know why? It's iconic. This is like peak Anne Hathaway too, I feel.
Well, this is right after she's done those two, the Princess Diaries.
Oh yeah, and then this was a kind of another breakout, I think, for her.
Yeah, this was she really became a huge deal.
Her and Emily Blunt is kind of breakout roles.
Well, this is Emily Blunt's first ever role. I think
it's her first.
What I've read, they found her in a parking lot.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Wow, it's her first movie. Interesting. Ruggs, let's move to you. Same question.
What's the question?
How'd you feel once the movie was over? Opening thoughts.
I thought it was fine. I thought it was good. I was I enjoyed it. I thought it was exactly what I thought I was getting into. I was like, oh, it's going to be one of these movies where she's going to win over the boss.
Yep.
And then she's going to realize that the boss is a piece of shit and she's not going to want to, work there anymore. And that exact thing happened. And I liked it. I thought everybody was good. I mean, there's nothing I can really complain about. The acting was good.
Yeah.
The story was, solid. It was entertaining. It kept me entertained. I had a few issues with things here and there.
Yeah.
Just the characters and how her friends were assholes.
Oh yeah, we'll get into that.
And then that she was kind of cheating on her man or plotting to cheat on her man this whole time. She was eyeing this guy and flirting with him and the whole time. And she's missing the guy's birthday. So it's she's kind of a piece of shit too. But I guess that's what the point of the movie is. It's she became a piece of shit because she was working for this woman. But I don't know how that really works with the character. I don't really think it does. But anyway, and it wrapped up like it should. And it's one of those things. I hate The Notebook.
Right.
People think it's a really romantic movie, but I think it's just about a girl who cheats on her boyfriend with a piece of shit, a guy who has nothing.
Well, similar to this movie, you can look at this a lot of different ways.
This movie isn't revolving around her comedy.
No.
Like I mean, she does realize what she's become by the end of the movie.
Yeah, no, but it's fascinating to watch.
Oh, no, it doesn't revolve around not the comedy, the romance. Sorry,
Right.
It doesn't revolve around.
There's no romance, but it's just fascinating to watch this character Andy, her journey throughout the movie. You know, and it's so interesting that like everyone around her is kind of static. They don't really have any growth, but she's the one who grows through them, past them, around them. But also, like you, Anthony, I never saw it, but I knew about it. I knew about the memes. I knew about Meryl Streep's iconic performance, and I really enjoyed it. I had a rather good time. It is a great, like, character-driven, entertaining story, and I get it. I get the memes and the little insight into the fashion industry is fascinating. There's a lot of great stuff there. Streep and Hathaway are absolutely great.
Emily Blunt's awesome too, I think, in the movie.
Who?
Emily Blunt. I thought she was
all
hilarious.
of them. Emily Blunt, Stanley Tucci,
Yeah, everybody here is
Streep and Hathaway
doing a great job.
Except for the fucking shitty boyfriend. But that's
we'll talk about it later.
That's Adrian from Entourage.
But everyone, like, that's the thing though, is everyone, those four, which the movie really revolves around, are like way more talented than what they need for that role.
Right.
They all elevate it more than what it needs to be.
That's why it works so well. And there's little things, right? There's little looks and little micro smiles and nuanced things in here. I was on YouTube looking for like reviews. I came across this little video essay from this guy who runs like a dude movie channel, and he's reviewing Devil Wears Prada, and the title was like, "Guys, you need to watch this." And he had a pretty good, because when I was watching Miranda, who's a fucking amazing character, she kind of reminded me of like Lorne Michaels, but like from SNL, but he's not that abusive and mean. This guy spelled it out perfectly. He goes, this movie is a psychological thriller like Whiplash. If you like Whiplash with J.K. Simmons and Miles Teller.
Good play to write about it.
Yeah, about a guy who's just pushing people to their limits and abusive, but also just talented and good. This is the original Whiplash. And I'm like, it is a psychological thriller. Fucking Miranda is gaslighting this poor girl and abusing her and testing her and tormenting her.
Gaslighting before gaslighting was a thing.
Absolutely. This was like early, subtle, passive-aggressive gaslighting. And it's a great fish out of water story, the way it starts and the way you see Andy develop.
I think one of the things that, at least for me, is appealing, I think that's part of the reason even guys kind of like it.
Yeah.
Is because of, well, one, it's the girl, and Hathaway's hot, and Emily Blunt's hot. But two, you've got Meryl Streep playing this boss, similar to Whiplash, right?
Yep.
Where this boss sucks. Like, everyone knows this boss sucks.
Yeah.
But there's just something about the way she's written or the way she's and the way she's acted.
Yeah.
Where it's like, I want to see her. I want to see Anne Hathaway's character Andy do well for her.
Yeah.
I want her to not fail for this boss. And I want this boss to give me some glimmer of like her humanity. So like the little things where like her smirk when she finally gets the manuscript
at the end.
You know, when the Harry Potter manuscript and she's like, "Oh, you passed my shit test."
Yeah.
Or when she like throws the code on Emily Blunt's character's desk.
Yeah.
Like these little things where you're like, okay, this boss, there's a human inside this person, and like what Anne Hathaway's character is doing is chipping away, and you almost feel like you're in there where you like have that boss that you're like, this boss fucking sucks. They have a really high bar.
Yeah.
And I want to prove to them that I'm not a fail. I can't fail.
Yes.
Like, I'm gonna continue.
Yeah.
There's something about that, even though she absolutely is terrible.
Yeah.
I think
I'm along for the ride.
I think that when you're a terrible boss or a terrible person, but you've proven yourself to be super successful and super talented, that's one thing. But the reality is that most people have shitty bosses who completely suck at their job and are not good.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's just so like to get a win against the boss is always a good thing. It's
a respected boss like that. Right?
Yeah.
But like she's clearly a bitch and abusive, but she's also really good at her job. Right? She's talented. She even says in the movie, like no one can replace me. But everybody has had that boss he or she is driving you, but they want you to be better. And she says it in this movie several times. She's the kind of boss that won't be mad at you, but she will be like, I don't want you to disappoint me, and you don't want to disappoint them. And she plays that perfectly. where she just gives him enough so that they don't want to disappoint her, which is what exactly you said, Anthony. But that's the kind of crazy. She's crazy, but she's really good at her job. She's fucking talented. So
she's very, very like singularly career focused.
Yes.
Did you guys? I did some research. And Meryl Streep was like, when she was preparing for the role, she did an interview that's like where she was basically mimicking an actor and how they talk in this role. Do any of you guys know who she was mimicking?
Well, I found an article where she talks about who she was imitating. Let me see what yours is. What did you find?
It was Clint Eastwood.
Yes. So
where she said, where she said that she wanted to speak the softest in the room the whole time. Because that commands respect.
Yeah.
That's similar to how Clint Eastwood acts in his movies.
Yeah. This article
was genius.
From Hollywood Reporter. Actually, this article just came out April 6th. She says she was inspired by Clint Eastwood and director Mike Nichols the whole time. And she goes, quote, I was basically imitating Mike Nichols that whole time. She goes, if Mike Nichols and Clint Eastwood had a baby, it would be Miranda Priestley. And that's fascinating because she's not even doing Anna Wintour. She didn't even bother like studying Anna Wintour, which like Runway is like Vogue. She's so she pulls her own inspiration and gives this character a completely great energy.
Because in other hands, I mean, I would assume most actors or actresses with that role are playing that as a very loud, obnoxious, overbearing character.
They would have overplayed it.
Yeah, and she plays it the other way, which I thought
she's like aloof, basically.
Yeah, and like. She speaks only when she needs to speak.
Right.
And she doesn't waste any words. She's just like, okay, that's it. You're on.
I love when they're just pitching things to her. It's just like, no. Goes,
or the purse of the lips where it's like, okay, you got to fucking redo the whole thing.
Purse of the lips is the worst things. She has some amazing quotes in this movie. Like when she goes, florals for spring, groundbreaking. Just quiet. And then by all means, move at a glacial pace. You know how that thrills me. It's so great.
Her whole cerulean sweater speech, I'm just like, oh my God, this lady has just completely dressed down this girl that didn't know what she was getting herself into.
This savage. She is fucking savage. I love that whole cerulean thing. She's like, you think you're not a part of this when you are wearing something the people in this room picked out just for you? And apparently, like Meryl Streep had a lot of input in this movie. She's the one who wanted to use the word cerulean in that speech. She picked her hairdo because she said, I wanted her to stick out when you scan a crowd. The line at the end where she goes, everybody wants to be us. Originally, it was everybody wants to be me. And she changed it to everybody wants to be us, which is also a great moment in the fucking limo.
Well, let me pivot it here. I'll go to Ruggs and then I'll want your opinion, Imran. Meryl Streep gets nominated for Best Actress in this movie.
Yeah.
Now, the lead to me in this movie is Anne Hathaway.
Yes.
But Meryl Streep seems to get a lot of credit. Who actually runs the movie? Who do you think is better in the movie, Anne Hathaway or Meryl Streep?
I think the presence of Meryl Streep adds so much to the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that she handled it that way. And she's like, was this quiet boss that was like still imposing. I think that's harder to do.
Yeah.
Than just be like the ingenue that is trying to get a job.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like anybody can do the aw shucks thing. I mean, not that Anne Hathaway wasn't doing anything. She was doing great, but like her performance is more of like her. It's more like Anne Hathaway would naturally perform, I would say.
Yeah.
I mean, Andy is clearly the lead. She's our POV, but Streep steals the movie.
Right.
Just plain and simple. She's fucking stole it.
At this point, Anne Hathaway is like 4 or 5 years into her mainstream career.
Yeah.
So I think the fact that she could somewhat keep up is great. But I do think Meryl Streep, even though she's not the build number one, is really the number one in the movie. And just it's amazing that Anne Hathaway even keeps up, because I think after this movie, she starts doing a lot more serious roles and getting like Oscar nominated. But
that's a good point. She seems very in her place. Bouncing off.
She does a good job. Like she's obviously very pretty, right? And it's kind of a joke that they're making fun of her for being fat, and skinny, or fat, and like a size.
What's that line? She's like, I said, go ahead, hire the smart fat one.
Yeah, I'm like, are you really trying to say that Anne Hathaway is this like ugly fat chick?
Yeah.
But I'll say that she does a good job of playing this like dorky Northwesterner.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you guys, Rimron, your experience with
Yes,
Northwestern.
my sister
those
went
kids
there.
are dorks.
Yes, it's
I
perfect.
went to the University of Illinois. Those
Yeah.
kids are fucking dorks.
Yeah, it's dead on Northwestern graduate.
So she is able to like sink into a role where she's like dorky, even though she's very pretty.
Yeah.
And I do think she does a good job of flipping though when she starts dressing really nice and I'm like acting a little more couture. I'm like, okay, she's doing a good job of like flipping that too.
Yeah.
But I think she has a good, despite being very pretty, I think she does do a good job of like fish out of water, reacting to everything, like trying to do her best, but also like somewhat held back by the fact that she's just oblivious to what's going on.
Right. It's kind of crazy that she even wants this job in the beginning. So let's talk about Andy's journey because it's crazy and it's a lot of fun. You know, she goes from just despising them to slowly starting to dress better, slowly starting to meet it's almost like she's challenged to like be good at this. And to do that, she has to give herself over. Her friends start to notice the change. They don't like the change. She, at one point towards the end, after hating Miranda, is defending Miranda with that great line when she's like, if this was a man, no one would care what she does. You know, they would be applauding her. And I was like, God damn, she went all the way from hating her to defending her. And then actively.
This movie was putting women first before anything else.
It was. It really was. I mean, it
was cool.
This movie passes the Bechdel test, whatever that is.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it passes it. But she even tries to save her job when she finds out there's shenanigans going on. But then eventually is just had it with her and leaves. Now, let me ask you this. Were Andy's friends a little shitty for not supporting her? I found all of that a little annoying. Especially
I think that was not realistic.
The piece of shit boyfriend. Look, she was late. She brought you a fucking cupcake. It's a birthday. Fucking relax, bro.
Well, I agree with Ruggs. The scene where the friend catches her and is just like, oh, how could you act like this?
Yeah.
It's like, what kind of like reaction is that? You don't have a conversation first. You're immediately going to be like, but I think the biggest issue, I wrote this down, is that Anne Hathaway and Adrian Grenier just have absolutely no chemistry.
Yeah.
And the movie just completely dies every time she goes back to that fucking apartment with him.
Yeah.
There's like that character doesn't even need to be there.
No, he doesn't. He was horrible. He was very annoying. You notice he's not in the sequel. I don't think he's coming back because you don't need him. He's a fucking dumb character.
I listened to the rewatchables and Bill Simmons was much more hard on him. He said that basically said Adrian Grenier's character, he's actively bad throughout the entire movie.
Yeah.
Like he's just not a good, not very well acted and not a good character.
He's not good acting. He makes her feel like shit the whole time for no reason. Like, bro, what are you doing? Come on, look at her. You can't be supportive to be like, oh, this
He could have been way more of a dick, though. I mean, he could have.
Oh yeah.
Now,
well, they were saying they were saying in that rewatchables episode I listened to that they should have cast someone that was like a little more like had a little more ethnic flair to keep up because he was just too plain Jane.
Well,
and he's also supposed to be this like awesome cook, and there's just like nothing that the vibe out him that gives any sort of like
I didn't buy
vibe that he's this talented man.
I read somebody's review and they mentioned that you possibly swapped the writer character, Christian, the guy who gets her the manuscript, and with Adrian Grenier's role, put those guys in the other guy's role. Because he seems more of like a slimy writer that's trying to steal her away. And the other guy's like this wholesome Midwestern kind of dude. I don't know.
Well, I didn't like either that she like falls for the slimy.
Yeah, what do we think? Guy. Was she unfaithful? Like she's flirting with him, okay?
Oh yeah, she was totally into it.
Yeah,
but Nate is already like not having her shit, and then look, he gets her the impossible task. He gets her the Harry Potter unpublished manuscript, and I love how she made 2 copies, already had it delivered to the twins on the train before Miranda could even ask, and I was like, oh. He's going to get lots of brownie points. And then they break up and she goes to Paris and then she does end up sleeping with him, but they broke up.
Yeah, I hated that she slept with him.
Yeah.
I hated it just because I was like, oh, that guy's, no, why would you do that? I was like, not even about the script because it's whatever. I was more just like mad at the character. I'm like, no, why?
She got
I thought you were
drunk.
better than this.
Yeah. But like that guy is more in the life that she is now in, who would understand her, you know.
He's a writer,
time.
right?
Yeah. He's a fashion writer and worked for French.
Wasn't he like on a billboard at some point in the movie or a bus? Was that something that happened?
I don't remember.
Yes, he was on a bus.
Oh, he was
on a bus. And I was, the question I have there is, what fashion writers end up on buses in New York?
Maybe he had a book coming out or something. I don't know.
What authors with books have their face on a bus? When have you ever seen any writer with their face anywhere?
No. Maybe that good looking though. I don't know.
Yeah.
The
the rewatchables people were like, that is like total movie casting of a writer or a journalist. They were like, if you go to any journalism school and see the people that are there, they're all fucking dorks.
Yeah, they don't look like that.
They all stand at the corner in the middle of a party and write down who was at the party, but don't interact with anyone.
They don't have the muscles and the body type.
I mean, have you ever seen a writer, a journalist look cool? Well, I think your sister's pretty cool, but other than that, she's driving a bus.
But I'm going to say no, generally.
Like any journalism students, anything?
Yeah.
I don't know any smart people.
I don't know if you need to be that smart to be a writer. Don't come at me, writers.
Well, you know how to spell. That's hard.
Yeah.
No, but the computers do that for you. You got Grammarly. You don't.
What'd you guys think of Emily Blunt?
I thought she was really funny, and the whole her not getting to go to Paris, getting hit by a car, getting sick sequence was funny.
Yeah, it was the downfall was pretty crazy.
Yeah. And the fact, the betrayal and just, she's like, I haven't eaten in weeks. And when she has a great line, what's her line? And she goes, I'm just one stomach flew away from my goal weight, which I like. That's a funny joke I've heard, but I feel like that was the first time someone made that goal weight flu joke.
Oh, they definitely talk about how she's not eating.
Yeah. She goes, she hasn't eaten for weeks, trying to get to Paris.
What were you going to say, Ruggs?
I could tell you about my favorite part of the movie.
Okay.
Which is, so Anne Hathaway's at her breaking point and she goes to see Stanley Tucci and she's like, this boss, this job, I can't fucking deal with it. And he just doesn't even flinch. He's like, all right, wait, you big baby, you can't deal with this job. Like a million people want this job. You can't fucking do it. He's like, I know you can do it. And she was just like, all right, well, I guess I'm being a big baby.
I love that scene.
And she needed that. She needed someone to like tell her to stop looking at it that way and looking at it as a goal. And you can do this, you know?
I love that scene. I love that scene. I completely agree with you.
Yeah, I love Stanley Tucci in this movie, and I love that scene.
Scene, that one, people on the internet are like, that is them addressing millennial entitlement before millennial entitlement was
absolutely. He's like, he goes, you don't even want to be here. You don't realize 1 million girls will kill for this. He goes, this isn't just a magazine. It's a whole lifestyle. It's a culture. It means a lot to people. Right. And if you want to do better and move ahead, get with the program. But that's enough to snap her out of it. And you get a quick fucking fashion montage set to Vogue, I think, right after that.
Oh, anytime you get a fashion montage where a pretty girl, although they dress her down, becomes prettier.
Yeah.
I'm all in.
It's great.
All in. Any movie where a girl gets hot.
There's a glow up.
Oh, yeah.
There's a glow.
I'm all the way in.
What did we think about the looks and the general fashion there?
Wait, before we get into the looks, I just want to quote so we don't get too far away from it.
Yeah.
There was a couple Emily Blunt quotes.
What else?
Her name's Emily Charlton.
Yeah.
That the guy, I'm just one stomach flew away from my goal weight. I'm on this new diet. I don't eat anything, and when I feel like I'm about to faint, I eat a cube of cheese. When Anne Hathaway's character reveals that she's going to Paris, she just goes, "You eat carbs, for Christ's sake."
That's right. That was good.
And then there's one line, this is my favorite, where she's stressed and she just goes, "Oh my God, I love my job. I love my job. I love my job." And she's like banging the phone against her head.
Well, the funny thing is when she says you eat carbs, she finds out that she's not going to Paris, and she's just
eating bread like a
carbs.
Yeah, right away. She's eating a roll
she's saying
in the hospital. I mean, I even like the scene in the middle where they're having the meeting about the magazine, and she's just shooting down everybody's idea, and then Nigel has a good idea, and that's where they establish Emily Blunt is sick. Like, you don't even need that scene, but it just shows you how much of a boss fucking what's her name is, Meryl Streep's character. How she knows what she wants, and everyone is incompetent except for Nigel, and she's just no. It's so great. No. But I love when she's like, please bore someone else with your questions. Or where she's like, is there some reason my coffee isn't here? Has she died or something? Just these little offhand comments. Just fucking, she's so savage. It's great. And then she's like, that's all. When she's done, she's done. That's all.
Well, speaking of savage, how about the fact that she helps Nigel get a job, and last minute screws him out of the job
to save her.
And Nigel's just like, she'll owe me one day.
Yeah, she'll pay me back when I'm ready. So at Nigel,
I hope so. Hopes it'll happen.
Nigel tells her he's taking a job with that dude to be the creative director for that fashion guide, James Holt. Yeah.
James Holt, yeah.
And then after she sleeps with Christian, he tells Andy that the French runway editor, Jacqueline Follet, is being set up to replace Miranda. And now Andy now is on Miranda's side and tries to warn her, but Miranda just like dismisses her. But she knew the whole time. And to save her job, she gives the creative director job to Jacqueline Follet. Screws Nigel over. And it saves her job, which I'm surprised he is in the second movie. He's still like, that's why now I am anticipating the sequel, because at the end, what happens? Andy gets a job somewhere else and leaves. She
gets a job, but she gets the job because Miranda writes her a great review.
Yes. The recommendation is great. The guy goes, she told me you were the biggest disappointment she ever had as an assistant, and that I would be an idiot not to hire you. Right. Which is the greatest compliment you could get from Miranda. And then even that last look when she's leaving and she's getting in the car, she kind of smiles, I think.
She does, yeah.
When she sees her?
She like turns around and sees that she walked away and kind of has like a look like, this bitch stood up to me.
So, yeah. And there are times where she does kind of hold her ground and stands up to her, and like that will make her respect Andy even more. I even love how she purposely calls her Emily. Like, she knows her name and she's fucking with her. But then she starts to call her Andrea when she starts being Andrea. Competent.
Right. And then refers to the new person that they hire as new Emily.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Which is why I'm really curious in the sequel, 20 years later, how the fuck is Andy back with her? How the fuck is Nigel still working for her?
Emily Blunt's in the movie, too.
And Emily Blunt is still working there, too. I can't wait to see what happens. I really can't. I'm so curious. I want to know what these characters have been doing.
To be honest with you, when I finished the movie, I watched the second trailer. I had the same exact thought. How are they all back together in this movie? What is happening? I guess the plot is that Miranda hires her to write some sort of like piece on her because there's like new media or some sort of thing about like how she has to evolve with how the times are now.
Oh, interesting.
I think that's what they're going for. You'd have to look at the plot.
Or is Andy going to be the new Emily, like her assistant, maybe? Well, look, it's fine. I'm going to go in blind, just wanting to know what happened to these people in the last 20 years.
One more line from Emily Charlton, because I think she has some of the best lines.
Yeah.
When Andrea calls her and says, "Hey, by the way, you can have my clothes," which is like her peace olive branch. And she goes, "Andrea, my God, you look so chic. I mean, I have to take them in. I mean, they'll drown me." They give her another fat joke.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. She gives her all the clothes from Paris, right?
Because that's what she had wanted to go to Paris.
Yeah, the clothes are nice, man. All the different fits on Anne Hathaway. I thought were.
What do you guys think? This is something I learned on the rewatch. How much do you think they spent on clothes for this movie?
Oh, Jesus. So within the like $40 million budget, a couple million, maybe? No.
What do you think, Ruggs?
I would say $200,000.
You're both. You're in the middle of both of you. Apparently, it was $1 million. It
was $1 million in fucking.
I would have thought it was more with like the brands that they're saying. But then I 2006. I don't know how much that stuff cost.
So that was all like real haute couture label.
Apparently the
Did they
clothes
make
were real, but the jewelry was plastic jewelry.
Oh, okay. Okay.
If they were a real jeweler, I think it would have really drove up the budget.
Yeah. No, and I think it shows the fashion industry in an interesting light. Like they took it seriously, and it is something, I think Nigel says it. He goes, this is the most powerful kind of art because you live in it. And it shows you, for people who thought fashion industry is silly, or like Andy does in the beginning, you do see the world and the value of it. And we see, you see it at the Met Gala and all that crazy shit.
Do you think there's something to the line in the movie where they say that if Miranda was a man, they wouldn't be the same thoughts of her?
I love that line, and I think it's a very interesting statement, and I think I would agree. If you're a powerful woman who's good at
no one's
going to
think you're a dick if you're a dick.
Right.
If you're a man,
you're a bitch. If you're a powerful woman who's good at your job, but if you're a dick and you're a man and you're good at your job, you're just a man that's good at his job.
No, I think that people think guys are dicks and assholes all the time. How many guy bosses I've had that I'm like, this guy's an asshole.
But then, in both cases, do they get away with shit because they are good at what
I just think that guys don't give a fuck if you call them an asshole when women do.
Yeah.
That's all.
Well, I think what's different is this character probably doesn't care if you call her a bitch, right?
No.
That's Meryl Streep's character is like, I am singularly focused on the goal at hand.
Yeah.
So in some ways, she is, how do I say this? What people would deem as more masculine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I think, she's just tough, like a tough boss. But yeah, I would agree. Me personally, I lean towards like any boss that's tough. I'm just going to think it's fucking tough and rough to work for.
Or they're trying to make you better. Like, you don't really get the sense that she enjoys torturing people. She's doing it to elevate everyone's game.
There is no, I don't think there's enjoyment by that character. I think it's more, I will get what I need to get done, and I'll get it done by any means possible.
And then let's not forget,
either you're with me or you're dragging me down, and I have no time for you.
Right, you're gonna help me on this path to get to where we need. And once you just listen to that person, I think you do get valuable lessons, and you learn how to do things better. That whole moment when they're in Paris, when you finally see Miranda's vulnerability when she tells Andy about her husband wants a divorce, is fucking phenomenal acting on Meryl Streep's part. And then what does she do? She just dives back into work because it's going to help her, but she's always thinking about the magazine. But I loved that part because you saw a different side of Miranda there. And I thought that was important.
Well, but then also you see that Anne Hathaway's character, Andy, says, let's cancel everything tonight, or suggesting right away. She's like, no. She's like, why would you even think that?
The show's got to go on.
Right.
But she does start to sympathize and understand her a little bit, having been shown this kind of soft side.
I got two bigger picture questions.
Yes.
One, since we're on Meryl Streep, not often we get to talk about Meryl Streep on this podcast. A little more male focused because that's, we like the action movies. We like the superhero stuff. I'm gonna list a couple credentials for Meryl Streep.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna ask my question. So Meryl Streep has been nominated for acting awards with the Oscars 20 times.
Yikes. I thought it was 15, but that's more
20
now.
times.
Yikes. Wow.
Either supporting or lead actress roles. Her career has been started in 1977 and she's still going. She's been in movies like Kramer vs. Kramer, Deer Hunter, Sophie's Choice, Out of Africa, Devil Wears Prada, list goes on and on. My question is Meryl Streep the GOAT?
For many years, that running joke was Meryl gets nominated and doesn't win again. And that happened so many times.
Well, she's won 3 times.
She's won 3 times.
Most people, that's up there with most people.
Yeah.
The running joke is actually, that's Glenn Close. Glenn Close has never
Glenn
won.
Close that okay, I got him confused.
You got it wrong. They're a different white girl.
Yeah, I mean, they all look the same. But 3 for 21 is a crazy record. I would say she is absolutely the GOAT here for actresses, actors in that generation. She's also great on. She was in Only Murders in the Building last season, and she's fantastic on TV. Just the range on her, she can play so many different things. But I would give her GOAT status, absolutely.
Like the best of all time.
Living. Yeah,
I'm just saying the best.
Yeah,
that's and interpret it how you want. Well, go to Ruggs because you didn't give me a good answer. Rugg, what do you think?
I think as far as acting and performance and stuff, I think she is one of the best of all time, for sure.
Would you say she's better than like your Marlon Brando, Pacino? Like,
I think she's up there with those guys. Yeah. Absolutely. The only thing is that I don't really like a lot of her movies.
I mean, that's yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
Because some of the movies are fine, but they're not. I don't know. Maybe it's because the roles for women are limited or whatever. But like Out of Africa, that's a great movie. She was in Mamma Mia. She was a musical. Was very good. Bridges of Madison County. And then she's in like a lot of things, but she was also in like She-Devil with like Roseanne Barr.
Oh my God, she was in that with Roseanne Barr.
Yeah, and there's not like a big. I don't like really love any of these movies. I mean, I think Devil Wears Prada is like I like that movie a lot. Death Becomes Her is okay.
Oh, that's a good movie.
Sophie's Choice.
Yeah.
But I don't remember. I mean, Silkwood. I mean, there's other stuff. I haven't watched Little Women. I haven't watched that movie.
I mean, I think everything I've seen her in, she's really good.
Yes, I haven't seen the Julia Childs movie yet.
Yeah. Oh, she played fucking Julia Childs in that movie.
What Ruggs mentioned is, I guess, would be the, I don't know if you call it criticism, but
yeah, she
doesn't have a lot of movies, other, I guess, than Devil Wears Prada, and maybe you've got some others, but she doesn't have that role where it's like, I will watch that movie and over again. Like she's in a lot of like you watch the movie once and you're like, I'm good. Like Sophie's Choice, you're not watching that fucking movie again. You're not watching Out of Africa more than once, right? So like that's the thing. She doesn't pick the roles typically that are like a rewatchable, for lack of a better term, movie.
Yeah, that's true.
And she doesn't really do the franchise stuff, right? So
this is that role for her, though. Miranda,
like Mamma Mia and Devil Wears Prada are probably the two most rewatchable films. Maybe Kramer versus Kramer. I don't even know, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I mean, I think they wrote this just for her. Like, she is Miranda Priestley. I don't think anybody else could have pulled this off. Like, this is the role that she will be associated with.
Can you think of a better female actress?
We did mention Glenn Close, which I think that's similar.
Especially when you take in the longevity she's had.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is just
I don't know. What do we got? What do we got for female actresses?
Yeah, let's look at this. Best female actresses of all time.
So IMDb gives me Meryl Streep at number 1. Number 2, Katharine Hepburn. Then you got old timers like Ingrid Bergman, Bette Davis.
Okay, let's say Kate Blanchett.
Kate Blanchett, yeah,
she's up there with her.
What about Winslet? What about Winslet?
Winslet's fine, but I think Kate Blanchett's got more. She's got more range, I think. Who else?
Well, you have Sissy Spacek. That was she's won one Oscar. Ellen Burstyn. That's another one from. You got the Helen Mirrens,
right? Helen Mirren was up there.
So, what about Susan Sarandon? Susan Sarandon.
I don't know about that.
Oh shit! You got your Diane Keatons. You got your Sally Field. Kathy Bates, I would put up there.
Kathy Bates is good.
Jodie Foster.
I don't think though. Like you're naming a lot of good. Jodie Foster is really good.
Yeah.
I just think the longevity.
Yeah. No.
Also, I mean, you can't argue. I don't know. I'd have to look this up. I will in a second. I don't know if anyone's been nominated for an Academy Award more times than Meryl Streep.
You may be right.
Let me just look it up real quick.
Yeah.
She is 21. She's by far the highest.
Wow.
The next most is Katharine Hepburn at 12 and Jack Nicholson at 12.
Oh, Nicholson at 12 too. 21. This one says 19, so this needs to be updated.
Yeah.
3 Oscars, 21 nominations is nuts.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah. And for that alone, she's got to be the GOAT. I mean, who else? Who else is getting
the
nominated?
fact that she got nominated for this movie, I think, is kind of crazy.
Yeah, I can see it though. It's a great performance. It's
not a very Oscar-y movie.
No, it's not at all. You know, you would have just dismissed it as like, oh, it's a fashion, you know,
It was
comedy.
popular and everybody, it was an easy watch for a lot of people.
Yeah,
and
that's true.
They got to see Meryl Streep doing her thing.
Yeah.
She was like bringing her A game. She wasn't like picking up a check. She was totally committed to the movie and made it better. So, yeah, that's why she probably got noticed in that.
Yeah, the stamp this thing has in pop culture is undeniable.
Let me ask you guys this and you have to really think back, but 2006 Best Picture. This is still 5 movies.
Yeah,
it was The Departed one, Babel, Letters from Iwo Jima, Little Miss Sunshine, and The Queen. I think if it was to 10, I think a good chance that this movie would have gotten to
absolutely
the 10.
Yeah.
And her best actress, she lost to Helen Mirren, who played the Queen.
Yeah.
Other people were Penelope Cruz, Judi Dench, and Kate Winslet.
Oh, there you go.
So she was hanging out with some pretty great actresses, even in 2007, 2006.
Yeah, no, it's her credits are impressive, and she's just fucking.
Yeah, I never even had thought about Meryl Streep until this, and I was like, wait a minute, what's the deal with Meryl Streep? I'm like, oh my god, look at the career this lady's had.
Yeah, she's had an incredible career.
She's good in everything she's in.
Yep.
She's never been shitty.
Yep, she brings her A game all the time.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, here's the other thing that really kind of dated the movie, but I kept fucking sticking out. The fucking ringtones on these 2006 phones. I brought back flashbacks.
Like the sidekick that she has?
Yes.
What about this? I'm going to put this out there. Meryl Streep as Aunt May. What do you think?
Oh, she would. I think she would be a really great Aunt May. I mean,
she would kill it.
Yeah.
I love OG Aunt May.
Yeah.
I think she's
from
great.
The Raimi movies. It was.
What's her name?
Forgot her
Come on, Amron. You got this.
I had it on the tip of my tongue.
But I think that she'd make a great
Harris. Something Harris.
Rosemary Harris?
Rosemary Harris, I think, is correct. But you could have put Meryl Streep in there.
Rosemary Harris, you are correct.
Yeah.
Wow, she's still alive, by the way. She's
Rosemary Harris?
98 years old.
Holy
God
shit.
damn.
Holy shit. And I love how they got younger. Then you got Sally Field, and then we ended up with Marissa Tomei.
I would like to see, I mean, if they were to redo it, I think you go back to old. I always remember Aunt May as being an old lady, like a lady with gray hair.
Yeah. And Aunt May should be like an older gray hair lady. Absolutely.
Come on, Meryl Streep, slum it. Go be inspired.
Come on. She's doing Only Murders in the Building. She could do fucking
Who would you cast as Uncle Ben to across Meryl Streep?
Across Meryl?
You just reunite her and what was she? She was in Deer Hunter. Would you just bring in Al Pacino?
Alec Baldwin.
Alec Baldwin.
Alec Baldwin, maybe.
He's a New York guy, you know.
Is he old enough? How old is Meryl Streep also right now?
She's 76.
Okay. Yeah, Baldwin could work. Maybe Frank Grillo. Let's do the Grillo meter. Let's do, we're going to run it. Is this movie better or worse than Frank Grillo? And if so, what part for Frank Grillo?
I'll let Ralph go first.
Frank Grillo should be Stanley Tucci.
I was going to say Nigel also. Yes. Oh, shit. Frank Grillo as Nigel would be
He would be great as Stanley Tucci.
It'd be kind of hilarious.
Yeah, I think at this point, instead of saying better or worse, we just got to find a role that would make sense for Frank Grillo.
Yeah.
Man, I was trying to think if there's a way he could be the boyfriend, but he's just way too old.
Or the writer or the fashion writer. Maybe the fashion writer.
Or he could be the husband.
Meryl's husband.
Meryl's husband. Yeah.
Who you see for like 2 seconds when he
I think the Meryl's husband might make the most sense as a New York guy.
But Frank as Nigel would be the most hilarious.
Yeah, I think he could do it.
It would really be testing his range.
I think
there.
he could do it. I think he could
pull it off.
Do you think he isn't?
I mean, would he be as good as Stanley Tucci? No, but I think he could. He would be able to pull it off.
Can he play?
Let him play the.
Does he play him straight?
I was just going to say. There's a lot of internet debate.
No, he would have to be not
straight.
He would have to be not straight.
Wait, there's an internet debate whether Tucci's character Nigel is gay in the movie.
Yeah,
I just assumed he was.
Well, they say there's at one point he like looks. He gives a guy like a second look in the movie.
He was. I felt like he was just playing it, light and not exaggerated,
which I appreciate.
Yeah, because
he doesn't call. If he doesn't call attention very much,
right? Which is
they could have Frank Grillo play the gay friend, that other guy. Do you remember the four friends?
Yeah. Why would they be hanging out with a 60-year-old man?
I don't
Doug?
know.
Do you mean Doug?
Yes,
Doug.
The problem is he's Frank Grillo's when this movie films, he's already 40 years old. So the college kid thing is the fresh out of college from Northwestern doesn't seem to work. Well, then again, though, he's 40 and I'm 38 and I still hang out with young people.
It could be, until you find him at a bar. I did think it was.
I look younger than Frank Grillo at 40.
Yeah. Yeah. She did have the one friend, Doug, who was like into the fashion industry. See, he was gay. I didn't really get that.
You didn't get that he was gay?
Yeah.
He was pretty gay.
He was into the fashion. He was the only one excited for Andy and her job. Everyone else was.
Yeah, they're making it very obvious.
Okay. Yeah, my gaydar stuff.
All right, now that you've watched this movie, are you going to watch Sex in the City now, Anthony?
Oh,
the movie or the show?
Well, any of it. That's the whole show is the same shit. It's just that no one's as hot as Anne Hathaway in that show.
Yeah, I don't think I'm putting on the TV show anytime soon.
No, I don't like I've seen some of the Sex and the City TV shows, and I think I watched the movie with my wife, and I do not care much for that.
Here's the question: Are there any early 2000s, mid 2000s movies that were targeted towards females that you like better than this?
What are some of those movies?
You got Mean Girls, you got She's the Man, you got Bring It On, you've got
Bring It On is good.
Bring It On, yeah. You got there's one with fucking what's her name? Oh, the blonde, Legally Blonde.
Oh, Legally Blonde's actually really good too. That's a fun movie.
I'm sure there's others, but those
Mean
are the
Girls is fantastic also. I'll put it up there with those.
I would say Mean Girls is definitely up there. Love Actually is a chick flick.
Yeah.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall's great.
Oh, that's a fun movie.
But that's kind of like a guy movie
that's
too.
A little more guy tinged, yeah.
I don't know. I mean, what else we got here?
How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
Yeah, that's
Miss Congeniality, 13 going on 30.
She was in The Princess Diaries, wasn't she? Also,
Anne
Hathaway.
She was the lead.
40 Days and 40 Nights. I think these are all like just the chick flicks, but they're
Juno.
Juno's great. Movie.
Juno's great.
I love Juno. Yeah.
There are a lot of these in the
Bridget Jones' Diary. I did not care for that one.
The thing is, like, you throw these movies on and they are targeted towards females.
Yeah.
Good amount of them I do like.
Yeah, I mean, when you have good characters and it's an entertaining story and it sucks you in, like, it doesn't matter, right? And these people all delivered what they had to do.
Oh, did you ever see Wimbledon?
Oh, that's the Kirsten Dunst tennis movie. I did see that.
That's a pretty crazy ass movie. What else?
I've never even heard of it.
Yeah. Kissing Jessica Stein.
Never heard of that one either.
I don't remember that one. But yeah, this is one of those out of our wheelhouse. But I'm glad I watched it. Anthony, final thoughts. Give me a score.
Oh, score? Yeah. Final thoughts. I mean, this was such a great time for me. This is like when I rewatched the other day, a couple months ago, Clueless in the movie theater.
Yeah.
Which is another. That's a 90s girl comedy. And I was like, this movie's awesome. This is great. I think like now that I'm older, I get what they're saying, and it reminds me of like the 90s, early 2000s, or whatever. I had a great time with this movie. I think Anne Hathaway's obviously very gorgeous. So is Emily Blunt, but Meryl Streep steals the show. She's awesome in this movie. I do have some nitpicks. I think some of the character decisions that Anne Hathaway makes I don't like, but also the boyfriend is just not good. Not good. And her whole like rendezvous with men is like, it doesn't completely add up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can see that this is a classic. I can see why a lot of women have stuck around and watch and like this movie. I can see why men watch this movie, and I'm very much anticipating part 2. 9 out of 10.
Oh shit! What the fuck? Oh my god!
I fucking loved it.
Was not expecting that. But I get it. Ruggs, what about you?
I think it's a well done film. I think whatever you sign up for is exactly what you get, and it's done with panache. It's done with professionalism. It's done with good performances and good care throughout. There are some character stuff that I don't like. I think Anthony mentioned some of those things. I'm going to give it a recommend, which is a 7.5.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of on the same page with you guys. I had a lot of fun. The only things I would question is like their friends were shitty, but everyone is delivering the iconic fashion, the iconic lines, the memes I've seen for years. Now I get it.
What are the memes?
Just like her lines, where like one is the florals for spring, groundbreaking. Like there's like a little GIF you can post if you just look that up. So it's a lot of her lines and then just her looks with the white text written on top. But no, I'll give it an 8 out of 10. I had a great time. I'm fully into the Devil Prada world, and I need to know what happens to them.
Yeah, I can't wait for part 2. I'm very curious to understand what is happening in that movie.
Yeah, me too. Now, how much will it make? I bet it'll open big. I mean, for this thing to make $326 million, it's kind of nuts.
Back in 2000?
Back in 2006, when it cost them like $40 million. Like, what a fucking hit. So it's on my box office draft. It's why I picked it.
I'm going by the way, that I'm going to the Alamo to see The Devil Wears Prada.
Oh, you are?
I'm going to the costume screening of The Devil Wears Prada.
Oh, it's going to be wild.
I'm going to be the only man probably in that theater dressed normally. Everyone's going to be dressed like very chic and go tour.
That's amazing. And speaking of that, I did have this thought. When we eventually do go to see the sequel, how awkward is that going to be?
What's
being
that?
a single male sitting there? Am I going to be the only dude in the theater? I feel like dudes will come out with their wives and girlfriends.
Or their boyfriends.
Yeah, so you won't feel weird going to see Devil Wears Prada by yourself.
I've done a costume screening of Clueless, so
okay. No, I'm talking about when the sequel. When the sequel runs, you're not gonna feel weird buying tickets to the sequel, going in by yourself.
No.
Okay.
I have to see it by myself.
You don't have to see it by yourself. I'm just saying.
I have to go see it in the
yeah.
theater.
Oh, yeah,
we're gonna review it. Why do you think we did this one? So we can prepare for the sequel.
Oh, okay. When's that coming out?
May 1st. Yeah.
Okay.
After Michael. You get Michael, then you get Prada 2, and look, it's number 3 most anticipated.
How much, before we wrap up on the show, how much or little do you like the song Madonna Vogue?
I love old Madonna. Vogue is a great. I mean, Vogue, it's played out, but it's been a while. I'm okay with Vogue. I remember
nostalgically, I like it.
What about were you a Vogue fan? Is it your favorite Vogue. Madonna song?
I mean, the video was fun, and just I remember people.
It's
voguing.
Unique.
It's so catchy.
She got it to be a thing, man. Everybody was fucking voguing. Listen, the best of Madonna, like if you pick up like Madonna's best of hits, they're all fucking great.
But there's like they're unique. They stand on their own. They're like not. You can't be like, oh, this is what Billie Eilish is doing. Like
right.
Even Lady Gaga ripped her off.
They're all ripping her off.
But she did it.
From the 80s to the 90s, she was fucking ruling. Like,
do I think her songs are great?
They're good pop songs. They're good pop songs.
No, I don't think the songs are great, but I think that they're unique. And that's the difference. They stand on their own. They have their own sound.
Like a Prayer. It's fucking fantastic.
Yeah, so
I knew Imran would have an opinion on Madonna.
I fucking love Madonna. She's like, because again, growing up, I was listening to Michael Jackson, Madonna, Prince, Tina Turner. They were always on the radio. They were on MTV. Like, you just grew up, and these were the biggest fucking stars for many years. So,
indeed.
Let your body groove to the music.
Yeah. Let your body go with the flow. Greta Garbo and Monroe. Dietrich. She like raps. There's a whole rap verse at the end of that song. It's great. Okay, let's finish up with some What Are We Watching?
Oh, geez.
We do have a Punisher special presentation coming May 12th. Punisher One Last Stand. They put out a trailer for this, clearly stating this is written and produced by Bernthal. This is an idea he had. Anthony, you get a look at this trailer?
I did. I liked it.
Yeah, what'd you think? It's fucking violent and the people getting shot. And he's yelling a lot.
He loves to yell. This is a Punisher Frank Castle that yells a lot. But
this is a weird Frank Castle that's always fucking yelling.
I've always liked what's his name? Bernthal as Punisher.
Yeah,
so
great.
I like it.
He's great. Anything? Yeah, there's a lot of.
I'd like a little bit more of a silent Punisher.
A little stoic, maybe a little more stoic.
More,
Ruggs,
yeah.
you've not liked this character either, right? Because you said he's way more like emo and
yeah, I feel like
not
he's
very
too much of-
Punisher-y. You said,
yeah, he's too much of a loud, out of control person, and the Punisher's very much in control.
Mhm.
He's very much stoic.
You should never really know what he's thinking by looking at him, basically.
Yeah.
But in this fucking, he's lit on fire. He's screaming. He's busted through doors. I guess he gets reminded of his child and his wife and his family. I still don't know if one last kill means he's retiring or he's changing his strategy.
He's no longer going to kill people.
Maybe that's how he ends up in the PG fucking Spider-Man movie. But this is going to be R-rated and bloody and violence, and it looks dope. And like, I don't even think he's in in this trailer, he's in this fucking green hoodie shooting people in the head. I don't know if he puts on a costume at some point. Although that shot of him falling back shooting, that's fucking great. That's fantastic.
I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Yeah. May 12th, right after the end of the Daredevils. Will give us this, and then we get Spider-Man. All right. Boys premiered last week, season 5, final season, 2 episodes. Did you guys happen to catch it?
Not yet.
Oh, you son of
I did. I watched both episodes.
Okay.
Watched them before the show. I'll just give a quick thought. I really enjoyed it. I like I like that it already. It jumps right into it.
Okay, I gotta watch that shit.
Yeah. Good start. Some deaths, major deaths.
I wouldn't say much more. But yeah, they jump right into it.
That's it. Yeah, they jump right into it, but it doesn't waste any time. And yeah, I thought it was really good. There's a fantastic rock character you're going to see. That was fucking great.
He has a rock dick, probably.
Rock hard. Oh, he has a rock everything.
Okay.
Just wait. He's called Rock Hard. Also.
Okay.
What else? Are we caught up on Daredevils?
Yeah, I think I watched the fight episode. Is that the one where there were Kingpin fights?
Yeah. I watched. Yeah, I'm caught up as well.
Oh, yeah. What did we think? Has the show gotten any better? That last one had some pretty fucking crazy moments.
I'll start. I've been bagging on this show. I still don't really understand why Kingpin's in a boxing match.
Me neither.
But I will say that I liked this episode as well. I thought this episode was much better, and I liked the way it ended. And I like that they've thrown in Bullseye, and now it's like this wild card into it.
Yeah.
I think it makes the show more intriguing, and I like the Bullseye character as well. So yeah, I actually like this episode, and I like the last one. I still think like there's a weird look to the show that makes it at times look fake.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think this episode was pretty good.
Yeah, that opening sequence in the diner was a lot of fun. He's just taking motherfuckers out. And then the boxing match, Ruggs. Fucking Fisk. I'll buy. He fucking pummeling.
Who's he fighting? Some schlub? Like, who the hell is this guy?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just some guy.
I don't know. Besides the fact that he's fighting some schlub, I think there's no explanation for it at all.
No.
They're doing it for charity. They have like a one-off line.
Yeah.
It was a charity fight. That's right. Yeah.
But that's completely stupid. The show, when it's not fucking boring the shit out of me, it's fine. Like there was the rescue episode where they had that last scene where they had to get everybody out. That was
cages,
fine. That was fine. That was entertaining.
Swordsman and Daredevil wrecking some shit. That was fun.
And then this whole episode where he had to rescue Kingpin from Bullseye, and Bullseye's killing all the ATF guys. That's all good. So
is this a smart plan? Like he used this whole thing as bait, and was his wife supposed to be there? Because if you're using this as bait, you know she's going to be in danger, which is what happens. Are they really?
Well, his wife wasn't supposed to be there.
She wasn't supposed to be there. Okay. Because I was like, that would have been dumb, Wilson. But the way, spoilers, she gets a fucking glass shard in her temple. I think they're going to kill her. I think they're going to kill her. That's crazy. Because you think all those storylines where his wife is sick and Fisk is like by her bedside and this is what motivates him. But if you take Vanessa out, he's going to be pissed. He's going to be pissed now.
Maybe she's brain dead. Maybe she's not dead.
Yeah, and then she's just next to her. I still think Daredevil is going to be in the Spider-Man. We'll see. I think they're leading to something.
Maybe.
Speaking of killing people, are you guys caught up on Monarch?
I watched Monarch.
They killed
I haven't watched one episode of Monarch.
Oh, that's right. You still have it.
Yeah.
Well, they also...
Some weird shit going on in that.
There is a lot of weird shit, and I was surprised. I was like, oh, you fucking killed the main character here. Interesting. I didn't expect him to do that. Still no Godzilla?
No.
But there's some weird shit that well, you gotta watch once we review it, because what happened in the last episode, I was like, wait a fucking minute. How is this happening? What
Like
is
the
this?
show is about a monster without actually being about a monster.
Yeah.
It's kind of like they're all trying to get to this monster and figure out what's going on and how to stop it, but it's not really about that. It's about these character relationships.
Yeah. The show is always about the people, though. We knew that. Okay, what about Ruggs? Are you caught up on Invincible?
Yes.
5 and 6.
Where what's his name? Where Invincible is healing.
Yes, the healing episode in the episode.
Yes, I saw that. Yeah.
What about the episode? Was the healing episode this last one?
Yes.
Yes.
And so he's caught up. Okay. First of all, episode 5. After that bottle episode 4 in hell, that I was like, what the fuck is this? It's fine. Episode 5 has 2 fucking incredible moments. The first one, not even action, just a conversation between Nolan and Debbie. And you get both of their sides, kind of, right? Like, Nolan did do horrible, murdered millions of people, but it seems like he's actively trying to be a better person. And Debbie's side, you also see how she doesn't have anything to do with him. And the whole thing was great, where he just wanted to say sorry. And she's like, you said what you wanted to say. Get the fuck out of my house. Fuck you. You can't blame either of them. And then the fact that he just fucking didn't even see Oliver comes in later. What do we think about that conversation? I thought it was so good.
Yeah, I thought it was good. I mean, it was good. I feel like it's weird because I can't really trust Nolan even at this point.
Do we still not think he's back? He's back. He's a good guy.
I feel like, I don't know. There's a little bit of mystery there.
In the 6th episode.
But part of it though is that he doesn't really understand how to communicate well.
Yeah.
So he's saying what he thinks she would like him to say.
Right.
But it's only making things worse because he just sounds like it makes him sound terrible.
I felt for him, bro. When he's doing that, I was like, oh my God, I know what you're trying to do, bro, but you're making things worse. Fuck.
Right. But like anytime you're in a relationship where you actually care, but it's your first one.
Yeah.
And you say things that you think will like make the girl happy because you watched a movie.
Yeah.
And then you realize, oh my God, like this is actually worse. Like the girl does not like that.
Yeah, which is why you had to go, oh, the insect lady meant nothing to me. I love you. And fucking Oliver overheard all of this shit. Okay, that was fucking wild. And then just the episode's going along. They're building this team. You think everything's fine. And it starts with the whole thing starts. I think.
Wait, are we talking about 2 episodes ago?
No. Yes, 2 episodes ago. 5.
Okay.
We'll talk about 5. Because when do they show us? Don't they show us in the first episode, Conquest escaping?
Right. It ends at the end of the first or second episode.
Right. And you were like, I was like, oh, fuck. You knew this was a bad idea. Cecil made a fucking dumb decision. You knew he was going to bite him in the ass. He just flies out, regenerates. He's fine. It's Conquest versus Mark round 2 on this fucking planet. And wow. I love that you could see Mark's got his hands around his throat the whole time. He's not letting go as he's being pummeled and driven through mountains and just fucking tenderized. And then fucking Conquest just shoves his hand through his torso. What the fuck? Oh, and then starts pulling out the fucking intestines.
Yeah, it was pretty gross.
Holy shit.
I haven't been squeamish during animated show very often, and that one I was like, oh my God,
That was
I could
like,
watch it, but I was like, "Ooh, this is uncomfortable."
no, that was the Pit levels of not being able to watch something gross. And the Pit is live action. This is animated. I'm like, I can't. This is making me uneasy. Ruggs, what'd you think of that whole sequence?
It was gut wrenching.
Literally, you punny bastard.
Yeah, it was fucking crazy. It was intense. I was like, he better kill him. He better be fucking holding on.
You can't let go.
This better be worth it. Like he's not gonna die over this. Like he's good. They both have to die, or one of them has to die.
Yeah, I was like, they're not gonna. I knew Mark wasn't gonna die, but I was a little unsure. You know what I thought about the first thing, and then this doesn't happen. Remember when Alan got ripped in half, and Thaddeus, the fucking old guy at the Guardians, put him back together and healed him? I thought you'd be like, we need to get this guy to Thaddeus because he can put him back together. But I guess his healing power just needs time to work. And that whole episode 6. Months. They're hanging out. And I love that because Oliver and Nolan hang out, and Oliver's finally like, man, I'm going to miss this. He warms up. They both warm up to each other. Nolan kind of learns how to be a father a little bit. And it's very heartwarming. Meanwhile, this war is going on the whole time. And that's going to be interesting. So, you got this power team, right? You got Oliver, Mark, Nolan, Alan, Tech Jacket, that dude with the gun. I don't know who he is, but that gun fucking kills everything. Battle
Beast.
Oh, and Battle Beast. I love Battle Beast. He's fat. He just wants.
Are they using him yet? Or maybe
he shows up at the end. He's been waiting for him. He's like, "You promised me a battle worthy of honor and blood." And Alan's like, "Don't worry, buddy. I got you. Just wait." What'd you think of 6, Anthony? What else happened in there? Anything else notable?
6. I mean, there was the mole got exposed.
Oh wait, who was it?
It was one of the people on.
It was that weird looking thing,
right? But yeah, I mean, there was another big battle, and Mark and Nolan and Oliver saved the day. It was good. I mean, the first 4 episodes were fine. Some of them were better than others, but I was like, I really want to see the war. Now that we're in the war, I'm liking it. And it sounds like now they want to attack the Viltrumite home planet. So
that's right. They're going to take the battle to them, which is risky, but there's only 50 of them. There's got to be less than 50 now. I feel like they killed 1 or 2 or a couple of them.
Right.
But fuck, it's good.
Yeah, it's really good. I'm enjoying it. I liked everything, all the TV shows this week. I really liked.
Nice. Yeah, there's a lot. Again, like we said last week.
It's a Monarch. I haven't seen Monarch.
So you have Monarch, Invincible, Daredevil, The Boys all running concurrently right now. This is a fucking geek's wet dream. Geek boner. Tell you what. Ruggs, you turned in some Patreon things. What'd you watch this week?
I rewatched The Godfather 1 and 2.
Whoa. That's like 6 hours of fucking movies there, bro.
Yeah, I was busy and I was like, let me put on some comfort food, you know?
How many times have you seen these?
I watch them at least like once every couple years.
All right. Anything?
I've never seen either of them.
Really?
No.
Oh, we might have to do 2 full reviews.
Well, like to me, it's like a warm blanket.
Yeah.
And I always get something new out of it because the thing is like, it's packed with stuff. It's packed with like all kinds of shit. Like, and if you're in the culture and New York, Mulberry Street, you know, you remember the 70s and the mafia stuff that was going on in the news, and you know about the crime families and all that stuff. And then you watch The Sopranos. They pack a lot into one movie. Yeah. And just to even get a handle on the machinations of all that stuff, and it's going to take you like 3 times just to watch.
It's very intricate
to really get it.
Yeah.
So every time I watch it, I learn a little bit more and I pick up more nuances. And it's a great movie. Yeah. I mean, it's a slow moving film. It's all mostly talking, but you got
moments.
You got Pacino, you got Brando, and if you on part 2, you got De Niro and Pacino. You got fucking Jimmy Caan. You got Bobby Duvall. You got a bunch of great actors, and both of these movies are essentially chess games.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And the second movie is also a chess game, but it also includes the origin of the Godfather from Italy, coming to Italy and coming from Italy, running away from Italy, and starting his life in New York in a slum, in a tenement, and seeing the same curve. It's great. Like I don't want to give away anything, but it's very poetic if you watch both movies.
Oh, sure.
They're meant to be watched together or one after the other.
What about the third?
Each of them,
Should you throw on the third right after those?
the third one is,
I think you could skip that one, but
the third one is still good, but not as good as the other two.
I mean, it's a pretty big drop off, but it's still good.
Yeah. They got Andy Garcia in there. Like, what's he doing in there?
Yeah.
But
it's the wrong kind of Italian.
He's not Italian at all. But it just was weird. And the story makes more sense from 1 and 2 than the third one.
Yeah. You got the, what's the line? Leave the gun, take the cannoli.
Yeah. So if I'm going to give you the elevator pitch for the movie, is that The Godfather is about a crime family that does not want to participate in this new drug trade that's now happening in the 70s.
Right.
He's a man of honor, kind of a guy that is respected. He doesn't want this to tarnish. He's actually in with like politicians and stuff. He's getting his hands all over the place, and he feels like getting involved with drugs is going to tarnish it and kind of poison his thing.
What's the mob doing? It's just like money laundering.
Yeah, money laundering,
racketeering, loaning money, and
like
stuff.
casinos, things like that.
Not drugs.
Investing in businesses and running them. But the 5 families, they disagree with him, and they're like, you don't want to get into the business. And so all of a sudden this starts a rift, and now he's got to worry about getting taken out.
Yeah.
Because now that he's not towing the line, he's not doing what everybody wants to do. Yeah. So now he's on the outs, and he's got to like watch what's going on. And then they go after him, and it becomes like a war and a chess game. And then part 2 is his son ascends to being in charge of the mafia, and it's his story of how he's going to now deal with things the same way his father had to deal with it in the past.
Michael Corleone.
Yeah, so Michael Corleone is now in charge.
But then they show you the father's.
They show you his father's upbringing. So kind of it ties a bow around the whole story after you watch.
You got Bob De Niro playing a young Marlon Brando, which is amazing.
It's great. It's great. I can't tell you. Listen, I love it. And every time I see it, it's very poetic.
Does it get better every time, do you think?
Yeah, because I don't want not to give too much away, but so the reason why Vito Corleone leaves Sicily is because he's being his town and his father is being oppressed by a mobster.
Oh shit.
A gangster.
Oh shit.
And he goes to America to get away from that, and he finds the same shit happening there amongst his people. There's some like the mafia came from Sicily to there and was doing the same shit. So now he's like, he feels like he wants to he doesn't want to be a mobster, but he feels like he has to stop them.
Yeah. Oh,
right. He feels like this guy is an asshole. He's treating people with no respect, and he's demanding things. And he's like, fuck it. Well, I'm going to be in charge, and I'm going to change things. So he does it from a more heroic perspective than you would think. Like somebody like Scarface would, who wants to just get mountains of coke and
No, but the mob back then was like community minded. Like everybody knew them, and they helped out people that couldn't get help other places.
Right.
Anthony, if you're going to be Anthony Lanthimos, you got to fucking watch Godfather.
I know. It's on my list. I definitely will see it at some point.
We will slip in reviews of both movies in between all the fucking movies this year, because I'll rewatch them and we need to talk about them. It informs everything. Goodfellas, Sopranos, fucking everything. That's awesome mob stuff essentially comes from these movies.
Yeah, I could see how people would be bored to tears with it, because it's like, this was made for a 1970s audience that had a great attention span and would hang on every single thing that was going on.
And the book was huge too, before the movie came out. Yeah, Mario
and it's very faithful to the book, and Mario Puzo was involved. Yeah. So
I'll watch those again, man.
Did you watch the series about the Godfather?
No, I want to watch that too. What's that called?
That's an amazing
The Offer?
Yeah, The Offer.
Yeah.
It's great.
I haven't seen both of those in a while, so we'll slip in some reviews. They need to be addressed.
Right.
What else you watch?
And then I watched How to Make a Killing.
Oh, fucking Glenn Powell. I'm done. I'm over Glenn Powell.
Strikes again.
I'm over the Glenn Powell.
Margaret Qualley. And you got Ed Harris in there.
Is it any good?
I liked it, but I can't say it's a good movie. This happens a lot.
Yeah.
There's movies that it is a black comedy. It is about a guy who he's related to some rich people, but he's basically kicked out of the family because his mother was pregnant and they wanted her to abort the baby, and she said, no, fuck you. And so they're like, well, then you're out of this family. And so she went and started her own life, raised her son, and always told her son that like you belong to this rich family, and one day, you should get the inheritance, right, or whatever. So he falls in love with this. Since his mother used to be rich and is raising it, he sends him to like a private school so he can kind of get a taste of like what it's like to be, well off. Is he
a fuck up, or he doesn't have anything to do with it?
What do you mean?
The Glenn Powell character.
He meets a girl who is rich.
Oh.
And kind of like now, and they both are obsessed with one another. And I think that she gives him the idea. She's like, oh, well, if you want to, when they're older, right? When they grow up, they're older. She's like, well, if you ever want to be rich, just kill off the rest of your family.
Take them out.
And he's like, why don't I do that?
Sounds like a good
idea. So he does. He starts committing murder.
Wow.
And that's the story. I won't say
Dark
anything
comedy
else.
Then, yeah.
This is what you see in the trailer.
Yeah. I just, Glenn Powell. How is Glenn Powell?
He's fine. I mean, he's nothing special. He's fine.
Yeah, they're trying to make him a thing. I think it's too early. I think he needs a little more time.
I feel like he's fine. Okay. He's not the worst. Okay. He's not, he's not the best. He's just mid.
All right. I watched kind of a fun, mindless, popcorn entertaining movie on Netflix. A Netflix movie. It's called Thrash. It's not about skateboarders. That's what I thought. What is it about? The small town on the East Coast of like Carolina. There's a Category 5 hurricane coming in, about to hit the town.
Sharknado.
So you got a girl that's afraid to leave the house. You got a pregnant lady. She gets stuck in a car. You got these 3 siblings, foster siblings who got a piece of shit parents. You got Jimon Hansu. And then you got sharks coming in through the flood. And
it's Sharknado.
It's not, they're not in a tornado. It's Sharkicane.
It's Sharkicane.
They try to base it in some kind of reality. There's a lot of contrived get the fuck out of here moments. But for like, a fun disaster movie with sharks, it was all right. It was fun. You turn it on, you have a good time, you forget about it. But
you gotta give me a number score on that one.
Oh, Thrash, maybe like a 6.5.
Okay,
ish. It's got some thrilling moments, and some fun lines, and some like, how the fuck are they gonna get out of this? Some good hurricane disaster flooding stuff, and then there's sharks, and then there's just sharks.
You go 6.5.
Yeah. Like it's worth watching.
I'll tell you what it's on Letterboxd.
What is it? 2?
2 out of 5.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's How to Make a Killing got on Letterboxd?
How to Make a Killing is, let's see,
3.2.
That's How to Make a Killing 3.2 exactly.
Oh, you guys nailed it. I nailed mine. He nailed his.
I guessed
you both got it right. But I just want to establish that Imran is going 6.5.
It's like maybe it's like a 5 or 6. Look, it's hard to rate it's one of those you just turn on, you got nothing to watch. You're like, oh, let me check this out, and it does kind of hook you in right away. And you're like, oh, sharks in a hurricane. How they're gonna get out? Who's gonna get eaten? You just want to watch people get eaten, and it happens. Right. But yeah, it's not a good movie, but it is. Fun, mindless movie. All right.
I've heard people talking about it.
Yeah. I was like, oh, what's this Thrash? I just, I don't know. I just turned it on because I was like, sharks in a hurricane. Sure. Why not?
Yeah. I never heard of that before.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah.
All right. That'll do it for this week, fellas. Ruggs, where can the listeners find you online?
Rug Boy Show on X.
Anthony Lanthimos will be at the Alamo trying to order food from the app in the middle of the movie.
I'm not going to the Alamo this week. I don't know. I got to watch the TV shows and
there are
about
the
it.
shows. All right. In the meantime, listener, check out our website, jockandnerd.com, for all the ways to get in touch, support, subscribe, all the fun stuff. Share the show with a fashion-forward friend. Share it with someone who loves Devil Wears Prada. I want to know what they think of our thoughts. In the meantime, thank you for listening to the Jock and Nerd Podcast. My name is Imran.
My name's Anthony.
He's the Jock.
He's a nerd.
We'll peep you next time.
How dare you do this to us? Gentlemen, this is Democracy Manifest.
Sometimes it may be good, sometimes it may be shit.
Jock and Nerd.